Yo, it's your boy Deezy. You already know it's not about the setback, it's about the get back. Tory Lanez. He put the appeal in for the habeas corpus. And the Court of Appeals accepted it, man. The Court of Appeals accepted it, so that gives the prosecutors 15 days to respond. And we're going to see what the prosecution argues in this matter, because Tory feels that he was prosecuted unfairly. I mean, what y'all think about it? Was Tory wrongly prosecuted? I mean, if he was, call in, let me know, man. Because a lot of people feel that Tory didn't get justice. Megan made a statement that she said Tory shot her, but nobody else corroborated it. People were saying Kelsey was the one that shot him. Shot her, excuse me. The word was Kelsey was the one that shot her. I mean, what y'all think? I don't think Tory shot her. I really think it's a possibility that Kelsey shot her, and maybe they was tussling for the gun and it went off. I just don't feel that the prosecution proved their case beyond a reasonable doubt. I mean, if you think that the prosecution proved their case beyond a reasonable doubt, call in, let me know. I want to know. Because I think that they were just gung-ho because it was Tory Lanez. I think they were just gung-ho because it was Tory Lanez, and they looking at like, we're going to get this conviction. Because if he was convicted, as he is, he's going to get deported. But if the conviction is reversed and he gets a new trial and he's found not guilty, all of that gets thrown out. Do you think Tory got a chance coming home? It's Tory Lanez coming home, man. Let me know. What you think? Because the appeal has been accepted. Now, we don't know if it's going to go all the way through. We got to hear what the prosecution is going to argue. But Tory has some valid facts because Megan lied. Megan said some lies in the situation. We don't know if she was shot or not. She's saying she was shot. He's saying he didn't shoot her. Should Tory have got up on the stand and pled his case and tried to tell the court, I didn't shoot her? But you know, it would have been a lot of questions that would have been asked. If he got on the stand and said, I didn't shoot her, they would have asked, well, how did this happen? How did that happen? This was a situation that he had to take it to trial the way he did. And I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to tell you why he had to take it to trial the way he did. Because if he would have not took it to trial, took the plea, he would have not had the chance to take this appeal he got. He wouldn't have had the chance to do the appeal if he wouldn't have took it to trial. It was only right. You hear me?
Yeah.
Hey. Do you feel he was guilty, man? Do you feel that the courts proved beyond a reasonable doubt that he shot Megan? You know, the hard part about it is, right, when you got a victim, they always gonna listen to the victim, man. The victim could be lying. They're always gonna listen to the victim, man. The system. Now, it should have been more than just Megan saying that when it was 4 people that was there. It was 4 people that was there, and Megan was the only one that said Tory shot her. That should have drew a red flag from the door. Kelsey should have been forced to say if he shot her or not. If not, then Tory was not guilty. You was there. The bodyguard. What happened to him? What happened to him? And then they say later he came out and said Tory didn't shoot her. Now that's deep. This man's life is on the line, right? Real rap. This man's life is on the line. And they not going to take in consideration that these people that were there are not identified if he shot her or not. Come on, man. They was just looking at this was a big fish that was going to go down. And they didn't get the cooperation they wanted. So the finger got pointed at Tory. We got to take this. The games, man. I hope he gets this appeal back in court and he gives the time back. Because in my eyes, I don't feel the state proved their case. It was Rocky. Why would Megan lie and say she never slept with him? She never hung out with him? Why would the lies come in play? And then you want us to believe that you was shot. What if it comes out in fact that she really lied? Should people still be sympathetic for her? Now let's be honest, man.
Yeah.
Hey. Let's be honest, man. If it comes out in fact that she lied, are the supporters going to still say, oh, it's okay, she was a victim of a crime, so it's okay for her to lie? Come on. I'm not going to say that she wasn't a victim because something happened. The bullet grazed her foot. We going to be honest now. The bullet grazed her foot. Something happened. But I don't think it happened how she's saying it happened. We got to be real. Tory just didn't speak up. And in that situation, you can't. When it's certain things that will make you look guilty, even if you're not guilty, you can't speak up. You got to let the trial take its course. And you got to deal with it in these ways right here. That's why you got to appeal it. I feel Megan lied, and I feel that maybe they was struggling for the gun. They was drinking. It got a little hostile. They was upset about something at the pool party, and the gun went off. That's where I'm at with it. I think the gun just went off. They was trying to fight for the gun. And maybe it was Megan, Kelsey, and Tory. But Megan's not going to say that. She want to point the finger because she's the victim. Everybody had hands on this gun, man. You hear me? Everybody had hands on the gun. And then they hid the bouncer, the bodyguard. They hid him out. He was hid out. He didn't even show up for the trial. And he could have helped the defense. But it's games that they play in that system, man. When they feel they're trying to get a conviction, they'll play them games. You just got to come back later on the appeal. And it's crazy that it might take many years. It could take more than it's taking now. It's been a few years for Tory. He was trying to put music out while he was in jail. They put a stop to that. Quick. They don't play no games when they see you trying to make money in jail. They don't allow you to conduct business from jail. I'm trying to tell you. If they seeing you doing business from jail, they shut your communication down. You in jail. Figure out how to get somebody else to run it. He was trying to make music over the phone. I heard a little something. It sounded decent. It sounded decent what I did here. But, you know, it's not the same when, you know, the artist is not out here. Their presence is not there. When their presence is there, it's a different ball game because the energy's there. I'm telling you, in incarceration, you're forgot about. Let's be real now, because people act like when you go to jail, people gonna be there for you. When you in a bad situation, no matter who you are, people are gonna forget about you because they have their own lives out here. They got things going on. You are a less concern to them because you know what? Your rent's paid. Your lights are paid. Your food is paid for. So they looking at it like, man, I got my own life. You don't really need no help from me. And then as you being a celebrity, a star, your presence, you can't do shows. People get excited to come see you because they feel they can touch you. You hear me? People get excited to see you because they feel that they can touch you. Tory's MIA, gone. They stopped him from doing the music over the phone. But he got good news. The appeal court accepted his appeal. You hear a lot of people going for appeals, right? R. Kelly, they've been denying them. They'll deny your appeal if you don't have no strong grounds. You hear me?
Yeah.
Hey. But you got to know these things and understand them. When you in this situation, you want to get out of it ASAP. It's no other feeling as you being in this type of situation and you can't do nothing about it. The people on the other end of the stick, they don't understand what that person's going through. You can't touch your peoples. You can't do what you want to do. You know, it's real. And the appeal was stated, right, that the court, we have read and considered the petition for writ of habeas corpus filed on October 23rd, 2024. Good reason appearing, the petition will be considered together with petitions pending appeal in case number B331774 and a prior petition for writ of habeas corpus in case number B33805. Which is now pending along with the appeal. The Attorney General is directed to serve a file and preliminary response to the current petition for writ of habeas corpus on or before November 20th, discussing whether an order to show cause should issue regarding the issue raised in this latest habeas corpus petition. Petitioner may serve and file within 15 days after the filing of preliminary response. So They basically got about 25 days. It was about 30 days they was giving them, 29, 28 days altogether, right? To respond. And this is the response to Tory Lanez appeal that has been accepted. So his lawyers is pushing the pen, right? They got arguments. The world's seen it. And we seeing how the system is unfair. We are seeing as a whole how the system is totally unfair, especially when it's in your face. Right is right, wrong is wrong, man. We can see when the trial is unfair, when the proceedings is unfair, when the people that's in these situations is being treated unfair. And you can see when things has been treated fair. But in his situation, they just had it out for him because the act of violence, a gun went off, man. You got to understand when it goes to that popping that gun, it get real, man. When it goes to busting that gun, it will get real. And they try to take Tory out the game, get him deported, everything. But hopefully it gets reversed and this is a lesson for him. Sometimes we got to go through these type of situations and circumstances to understand the message. You hear me?
Yeah.
Hey. Sometimes it's called for, man. And sometimes people will go through these type of lessons and never understand and never learn. And never learn. Never understand. You hear me? But in this situation here, I think you're going to get the picture, man. You got to understand, dealing with people, man, you got to apply yourself and make sure you be mindful. Because it's easy to take yourself out the game, man. When you winning, you have to be mindful. We see Lil Durk done played himself. Tory Lanez trying to get back. He made a major mistake. He went to a pool party with all the women he's been hitting. It was a lot of emotions in the situation. They flared up. Megan was trying to crack the whip. And it just didn't go her way. And somehow she got popped. But do you think Tory did it, though? I mean, honestly, do you think Tory shot Meg, man? I want to know, man. Because I don't think it went down the way she said. She lied from the door. You can't trust somebody that lied from the door because they trying to fix the lie. What you think? You hear me?
Yeah.
Hey. Is Tory coming home, man? Let me know, man. Is Tory coming home? Is he going to get his time back? They gave him a diamond back, man. 10. Is he going to get his time back? He been down a couple years now, fighting. They cut him off from doing his music. You know, when you get in these type of situations, man, they want to dismantle you. And I'm hoping the rappers is seeing this. You can't think they not going to destroy you. You don't have the power you think you have. You just financially straight to travel the world and do what you want in that aspect. But you don't have the power to do anything to anybody else. They holding it on anybody with money that feels they got the power to do anything to anybody else. Especially if you're trying to do things and make people go against their will. Using a firearm. Shootings, they going extra hard. If it was never a gun involved in this situation, Tory wouldn't be in as much trouble as he's in. If they had a fist fight and she might have fell and bruised herself, but that graze that went to her foot, even though it was a graze, because she was at a concert right after that, performing, dancing. She was at the concert performing, dancing right after that, right? She ain't care. She like, listen, I got to get this bag. But when it came to making sure she said Tory shot her, that's what she said. If she would have told the truth from the beginning, maybe the people would have believed her. I ain't going to lie, man. But she ain't tell the truth from the beginning, man. Always believe a person when they tell you what they tell you from the door. If it's a lie, believe it's a lie. If it's the truth, believe it's the truth. So we can't go with Meg, man. I really can't get with Meg on this one. What y'all think, man? Call in, man. It's your boy Deezy. Let me know. Megan lied, didn't she? Let me know. Did Megan lie? The music industry, boy, has gotten wicked by the day. So many people are in legal trouble, but financially straight. And the people that are trying to come up in the industry, they can't come in the game how these dudes been coming in the game. I'm going to tell you that right now. Because it's like they exiting. And now they got the pressure. I ain't even going to hold you. They got like a whole nother pressure on the music industry, man. It's a pressure that you can play with the fire. You might as well walk through the fire coals with no shoes on. Because that's what you playing with. Especially if you come in the game with that violence and you keep hollering your ops. It's getting everybody watching excited and they're watching your demise. Let's keep it a bean, man. It's getting everybody excited to watch your demise. You come in the game talking about, I'm going to get at my op, bang, bang, bang. I'm laying you down. I'm going to run up on you, right? And then get out there and do it. All them gold chains, watches, cars, they don't even come see you when you go to jail. The people that come see you, right? They don't have that. We gotta keep it a beam, man. The people that come see you, they don't have it. You losing everything you got. You gotta pay attention, man. You gotta pay attention, man. I'm hoping these new artists that's coming up in the game is paying attention that you can't live like a gangster and be a star. Tory had security with him, a bouncer. That's who's supposed to have the strap. You, Kelsey, Meg was supposed to be hands free. And I don't know what got hostile in the situation, because maybe the bodyguard had the strap, right? And when it got hostile, somebody grabbed it. And then somebody trying to take it from him. So, or maybe it was on the seat and somebody picked it up. But you got to move on pins and needles when you're in position, man. And we got to be honest about that. When you in position, you got to move on pins and needles. Because one false move, it's going to be severe to you. It's not going to be like you regular. It's 10 times enhanced. Now, you can get out of some situations easier, but you also can make some situations that wouldn't have been so severe for somebody escalate for you because it's you. Let's be real now. We got to be real about that. You can make some situations escalate for you. You got to be mindful, man. Putting yourself in these situations when you at the top and at the top of your game. Come on, man. It ain't even worth the money, honestly. No amount of money is worth to put yourself in these situations. When you get in position, respect the position. People will come from nothing and get in position and think the position owes them something. They run the position. And every time they trick themselves out of position, we got to be honest, man. Let's be honest. Every single time they trick themselves out of position. Tory make fire music too, man. I ain't even gonna hold you. Bro make fire music. He got it. Right? But he was playing with the women. And however these emotions flared up, it cost him. Megan's still doing shows. Megan's still doing her thing. She's still getting at the bag. And this man fighting for his freedom in his life. Putting himself in that situation, though. Now, we got to go back to that, right? Putting yourself in these situations will cost you. Involving yourself with other people will cost you. We got to be real. He went to a pool party and was banging all the women at the party. It got hostile. Somebody got upset. And then it went to another level. Somewhere it shouldn't have went. There's no way it should have went to that level. They all got money. This situation put Tory in jail, broke up Megan friends with her best friend. Her best friend, this situation cost them. I bet they ain't think it was going to end like that. And they've been rocking forever. Now Tory trying to get back, man. You think he gonna get back though? It's a heavy situation, it's sticky. You know when a woman is saying she was victimized, They not taking lightly to that. They ain't taking lightly to a woman being victimized, man. You gotta respect women. I'm not gonna hold you. That getting out of pocket, that toughness, guys gotta can that, man. If the energy ain't right between you and the woman, you gotta just distance yourself and don't speak. That's important. It's easy to get flared up. If the distance ain't right, when y'all around each other, you gotta just keep your distance. It's certain women that know how to push your buttons, know what to say to get you there. But you gotta reflect that they got a jail for a brother. You hear me? It's most importantly, you gotta reflect that they got a jail for a brother, man. I ain't gonna put myself in a situation for the box. Why jeopardize everything you got going on for the box? Come on now. You gotta smarten up, man. They got Tory, man, and he fighting to get back. Bro fighting to get back, man. Whew. I tell you though, man. We shall see. We shall see. But I know bro happy. I can already tell you that. When you in jail and you get that kind of news that your appeal has been accepted, I mean your lawyer was doing something. That's a celebration. That's like your birthday in there, you hear me? That's like your birthday in jail when you hear your appeal's been accepted. When they call legal mail in jail, I'm going to tell you that right now, right? When they call legal mail and you got an appeal in, you getting active. You hear me? They call legal mail and you got an appeal in, you getting up like, oh, that's it. And then to open it and see that it was accepted, Tory was like, yeah, I got a shot. Because I'm telling you, there's so many people that done counted him out. You get convicted of something, they counting you out ASAP, man. We going to keep it 100, man. You get convicted of something, man, they already count you out. They like, man, he ain't getting out. He ain't coming back. I'm going to keep it real with you, right? You get convicted of something, right? They already done counted you out. They counted Tory out before he even went to trial. You know, it's them type of people. Because when you in position, you got more people hating you than you know, right? They counted him out. Soon as he got charged, yeah, he guilty. Especially when you in position. Because it's a lot of people that act like they happy for you when you doing good, but can't wait to say something about you if they feel somebody said you did something wrong. It don't even have to be true, right? You hear me? It don't even have to be true. It's just them hearing that, oh, you did this? Oh, man, he's a piece of this. He's nothing. She's nothing. Oh, just to hear it. but they'll act like they celebrating you the whole time. But I'm sure in this situation, right, he get to see how people really are. Because I'm going to tell you, a lot of those celebrities that been in position for a long time, they really don't know how the people around them are. R. Kelly, he got to see how the people around him are. Dirk, he going to see how the other people, not the people that told on him, but the other people, he going to see how they are around him. Diddy, he ready to see how the people are around him. When you get in these type of situations, right, and we going to be real, that's when you see how the people around you really are. You think you know how the people around you are, but you don't know how they are until you in this situation. Because everybody will tell you they love you and they'll be there for you, but you can't tell that until you in a situation like this. Now, we got to be real. We got to keep it a beam, man. These situations show who really on your team. Not the talkers, it's show the riders, man. Because you need that. Who gonna be there for me? You hear me? Especially if you the type of person that was feeding people. Now, listen to me.
Yeah.
Hey. If you the type of person that was out there feeding people and they was all on your sack and riding with you, right? I do this and I'll be there for you and I love you, right? And you get in this type of situation and they roll, it's going to mentally mess you up. But the people that have been in position and been in position consecutively and never had this type of bump, they don't really know the people that's around them. I'm going to keep it a beam with you. You hear me? They don't know the people that's around him. You don't know the people that's around you until you're in a situation where they got to show you if they really mess with you. I'm going to keep it a beam now. Tory been down for a minute. But you know when people hear things like this, oh, he got his appeal accepted, it's going to be those people that was talking filthy about him that jump back on his side. Trust me. That's how it always is. It's always like that. People that see you in a sticky situation, they'll go hard on you, right? And then when they find out it was some inconsistencies in the other story, it was some lies over there, and they see that you might have been slightly telling the truth, they'll come back and ride like they never went hard on you, man. This is how life goes, man. Pay attention, man. People love you when you're doing good. They hate you when they can get a piece of the pie and get their thing off and talk about you. Yeah, I knew he was like this. You can't trust them and this, and I don't like this type of man. And what if it come out that Meg was lying, man? Brother was in jail for a few years sitting, and the woman lying, man. It's deep. It's deep, man. You can be subjected to these situations dealing with people, man. When you're dealing with people, you're dealing with other energies, man. You got to keep your energy balanced around other people. Because you don't know what they going through, what they got on their mind. Their energy can flare up and straight take over your energy. This situation could have been they was all drinking, and when the energies flared up, it just got out of control. But that's no excuse. You got to be mindful. That's what I'm saying. The people you be around can cost you, can put you in these sticky situations. And this is a situation I don't think bro wanted to be in. You hear me? I ain't gonna lie. You know, they talk that gangster stuff, and you know, we've been seeing he's in the industry wanting to have fights with people with inside the industry because, you know, they say he's a short, small guy, so he has the small man complex, right? So he wants to throw hands and let people know that I'm not having it. That energy can put you in them situations. That energy can lead you to these sticky situations. You gotta be mindful, man. For real.
Yeah. Hey.
But I hope bro get it back. I ain't gonna lie, man. Cause the story didn't add up. If the story added up, then we gonna call a spade a spade. But the story didn't add up. So we can't say the man was guilty because it was not beyond a reasonable doubt. Let's be 100, man. But Meg's still doing her thing, though. She's still getting to the bag. But I bet you this, right? This lesson here, you ain't gonna see nobody around Tory at all. Cause you know what he gonna do? He gonna crack the whip. You hear me? This when you gonna put your foot down and say, I don't want nobody around me. I ain't got nothing for nobody. Stay away from me. You gonna start screening calls because you want to keep your peace. You're not gonna allow nothing like this to ever happen to you again. Every situation that occurs around you, you're gonna put your big eye on it. You're going to make sure you remove yourself from situations. You're going to make sure you don't go to situations. These things like this will tighten you up. And if they don't, you asking for trouble. These situations like this got to tighten you up. You hear me? Because all it does is affect your bag. It costs you money, costs you your freedom. It's just a negative, man. And I had to realize that. People will cost you more than you know. Your freedom, your sanity, your money, they'll cost you a lot. And you know, when you got yourself in line and you doing what you do, you not thinking about the people you're hanging out with can put you in these situations. You not thinking that you can have an encounter with somebody you hanging out with and it can cost you your freedom. That's not running across your mind. We gonna be real though, right? What's running across your mind is the other people. You know that if I have encounters with these other peoples, it can cost me my freedom. But you're not thinking about the people around you. But those are the people that you should be thinking about. You got to be mindful how you handle yourself with the people around you. Because they'll get you in something quick. You got to be mindful, man. Is Tory going to come back from this, though? That's the big question. Is he going to get this appeal? Because I'm sure he can still make good music. Even if it's time, because the type of music he makes. His sound. And then, he knows how to go on other people's songs and put his sound on it. So, that we know he's going to come back, right? We know he's going to come back musically. But is he going to get back on this appeal? That's what he's banking on. He's banking on his appeal. Because if he don't get the appeal back, he got to finish that time. And he got a diamond back, 10 ball. Ain't nothing like sitting in there for a 10 ball. I don't know nothing about it. A Tracy, that's it. A 10 ball, whoo, goodness. Them years take long. Day for day. And then from going from being a superstar out there flying in and out of the countries, living, you hear me? Living. To being in that little cell with the toilet and the sink in there that you got to wash your stuff out the sink. You in that little cell where you got to wash your stuff out the sink now. You hear me? From living in a mansion, that's going to mentally disturb anybody. You hear me? Tory's never going to be right from that. Anybody that's been in there for a period of time understands that you mentally have to adapt to that. You got to adapt to the different kind of violence because it's the violence that you can't hide from. Now that's deep. Now we got to keep it a bean on that one right there. The violence that's inside the jail is like head on. You can't hide from it. Y'all are on the tier together, right? That's like, man, you going from living in a mansion to that. It's going to make you be mindful. It's going to make you pay attention a little different out here. You hear me? And if you don't, they got a place for you to come back to. I'm sure when he's in there seeing that they got Diddy and Dirt, and then he's excited to get his appeal the same day or 2 days before. He's excited about that, and then they get Dirt 2 days later. It make him think, man, if this work out for me, I'm going to respect something. That's all. That's what he's saying right now. If this work out for me, right, I'm going to respect something. He got to be thinking that. There's no way he's not thinking anything but that. When I get out, I got to respect something. They try to take me out the game. They try to take me out the game, man. Tory was snapping too, you hear me? Tory was snapping before he got in there messing with Megan. And I think it was one of the Kardashians. That's what's up with us, man. We'll let our Peter Pecker get us in trouble quick. When you think you playing the situation, because I'm sure it was a few nights when he was up by himself, excited to himself that he was having fun with the Kardashian and Megan and Kelsey. I'm the man. Men get that ego, man. Men to get that ego and start saying, yeah, but not paying attention that you dealing with all these different emotions. You got to understand when they get upset, you just got to remove yourself. That's what us guys got to tell ourselves. If we told ourselves more often that, we would have less situations when we're dealing with women. That should be the main thing as a man. When the woman gets you upset, just go ahead and remove yourself. It's crazy that your emotions will stick you in that situation when you know it's bad at the time. That's the crazy thing. You'll know the situation is bad at the time and you need to get away from the situation, and your emotions will stick you there, and you know you're not going to solve anything, but you still want to say what you want to say to get your point across. That's a sticky situation, man. If us guys understood how to remove ourselves in those situations, even if the woman gets upset because, women will say, I don't like that you're not talking. I want you to express yourself to me. But in all honesty, when you get to expressing yourself, it always gets out of control. You got to go away so you can calm down and then come back and express yourself. And from my understanding with this situation, they pulled over on the side of the road, heated, and got out the car, man. In the car situation, you got to just look straight ahead and don't say nothing until you get to the destination, and pew. Sometimes you got to get out the car. Let's be honest, man. Sometimes you got to just get out the car because you don't want that friction. We got to be mindful though, man. Come on, man.
Yeah.
I ain't even going live, man. This situation got to be like a thunderstorm to him. No cap. From being out in the sunshine doing you to being in the can, we got to be more careful, man. We got to be mindful. When a woman gets you out of pocket, just remove yourself, man. Don't talk to her. I think he probably would have felt better if he got out the car and caught an Uber and been upset at that moment than to be dealing with this case for this period of time and then have to sit in jail to fight the appeal. Sometimes you got to just remove yourself. You can't try to please her and be able to address this situation to make her saying, well, you didn't talk about it. Know the type of person you are. Are you the type of person that is able to talk about it? Or are you the type of person that needs to walk away? Knowing yourself is important. And a lot of people really don't know themselves. They just be trying to do it as they go. And I think that's what gets us in problems. Know yourself. When you see something that flares you up, try to figure out what you need to do to change that direction when that point comes. If you don't, you're going to put yourself in a problem. And sometimes experience is the best teacher. But you're going to put yourself in a problem, man. And we see this situation escalated, and it didn't even need to. In this situation, we going to be honest, he should have been the bigger man because the only person that's in jail is him. So in that situation, we got to say he should have been the bigger man. If the situation going to send you to jail, you got to be the bigger man. And it's some people that have put themselves in jail because they saying my pride won't allow me. You got to let your pride go when it comes to your freedom. What's bigger? You got to be honest now. What's bigger, your pride or your freedom? I'm thinking your freedom's bigger. In this situation, bro wasn't thinking. Drinking. Alcohol will do it to you. Every single time. Alcohol will put you in a situation that you wish you never got in. It can get crazy, man. But we hope Tory get back, man. I hope the appeal is successful. And if the appeal is successful, right, you know what they can do? They can say, all right, take this plea, time served, and a misdemeanor just to get the guilty verdict, right? Because they might get the plea remanded to court, right? Or it might get, the whole case might get thrown out. But if it gets remanded to court, they might offer him the plea. Hopefully they throw the whole case out. Because we see the prosecutors did some funny stuff. They kept evidence out. They wouldn't allow certain stuff. They was fighting not to put things that would help them. You know that's when they feel their case not strong. If they want to fight you not to allow something in, and it really should be allowed in, and then they might get a W on it, that's because they feeling shaky. They felt shaky the whole time, so they was using tactics. We just got to see it. And you don't normally see this, man. But they didn't let these courts open wide open. Everybody got a camera in there. That's why they not going to allow no cameras in the federal court system. We going to be real with that. If they allowed them cameras in them federal court systems, you would see what's going on inside there. You don't see what's going on inside there, though. So we only know that the conviction rate is high because we see everybody that the feds get, they get them. Now we got to be real. Everybody the feds get, it's like 1 out of 1,000,000 that might get out of a situation with them. All you hear is somebody took a plea. And that's what it is, because people don't want to take them to trial. They scared. A lot of people are scared to take them to trial, but there's some people that are willing to go to trial with them because they feel that they were innocent. You got to stand for something now. I'm going to be real with you. You hear me? You got to stand for something, man. If you stand for something and you feel the way you feel about a case and you see the angle where the law says something, you got to stand behind it. And that's what Tory did. He stood behind how he felt about the law. When he seen the prosecutors being shaky, acting funny, and doing slick stuff, he said, man, I'm going all the way. You got to respect the man that goes all the way, man, for his freedom. Because a lot of people be scared to. It's people that allowed the police to talk them into confessing to crimes and then take the plea. And they scared to go to trial. You know you didn't even do the crime, but you scared to go to trial because you scared of that process. You can't be scared of that process, man. You got a better shot when you pick them. You hear me? If the plea is too good to be true, 9 out of 10, you got a chance to get him. If the plea is medium, like, I don't want to take it, but I should take this. It's a little bit of time, right? And this is at the end where the trial is about to take place. Last case review. If it's like that, then they got a good shot at getting it. It might be 50-50. If they giving you a dumb plea that just doesn't sound right and it's sending you to jail, they feel they got a solid case. And when they'll offer you some time, most of the time when they offer you the time is the time you're going to get if you're found guilty anyway. And that's depending on your record. If you don't have a record and your status, Tory and Megan were celebrities and a woman was shot, they had to rock him. That was mandatory. You hear me? That was Mandy. It was Mandy to rock him. Mandy. Because who they were. They had to make an example. And it happened in Cali too. They like, hold on. They notice where all the rich celebrities at. And they want to make sure they make it known. Don't mess around in this state, this county. It get real though, man. It really get real. But yeah, man, leave a comment. Let me know how y'all feel. Is Tory gonna get this appeal? Is he gonna win this situation back? I think he got a shot, man. I ain't even gonna lie. I think he got a shot, man. Tory got a shot. It's your boy Deezy, though. Y'all already know, man. It's not about the setback. It's about the get back. Nah.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah.